Hello and welcome everyone to the update for October. Now for this update we've been focusing on some more gameplay and mission related things, mainly the detective system. In addition to the detective system we also have a new set of designs, and we also have some new visual tests that we are going to be looking at. We also have a few lore related changes, although these are very small and are not gonna impact the game that much, but it is a small difference though. With that said, let's just get into the gameplay. So for the gameplay, we have focused on the detective systems for this. So the detective mission consists of cases, which consist of scenes, which contains evidence, and also searches, where searches also contain evidence. And this is all tied together in a single menu, where cases are displayed as soon as they are accepted from a case-giving thing. This could be a dialogue option, this could be an object, a automatically added case. There's a lot of different ways that cases will be able to be added to the player. As it is, however, it is only from these small checkpoints that they will be added. When a case is accepted and a scene related to that case is found, it will automatically be added in the Case tab. Now, when evidence within that scene is found, it will be added under the Scenes tab. And searches, a lot like evidence, is also added to the Scenes tab. However, searches themselves can be expanded to show which objects were found during a search. So for this example we have a table with a bullet and a gun on it, and those items will be added to that menu. However, this could also be a body with different kinds of wounds, it could also be a drawer with different kinds of documents in it, and so on. There's a lot of different ways that we can use this search system, even though there's only a single example showcased here. A single case can support multiple scenes, and this entire system also supports multiple cases. So for this example we have two different cases, where one of them has two different scenes, with although similar evidence, as our asset pool is limited. Now let's move on to the designs, shall we? So for the designs we have the Grey -1 team. Now I won't go too much in depth with who these people are, but they do work for Joshua in a way, and they also work for Crimson Inc. And that's about all that I'm gonna say, as they play a small but still integral part in this game, but I won't say too much about how they play into the story and the gameplay as of yet, but you will see that when the game is closer to release. So for the visuals we have a test model that we've been working on. Based off of the last video with the hazmat crew designs, we decided to model the corroder as a small visual test. So this is not a final model, it's not entirely sure whether or not this will make it into the game. However, it is a pretty decent test, showing off what can be accomplished in only 2 days of work. While this model is not entirely finished either, it does give a good idea of what is possible. This model was made mainly to test out new modeling workflows to speed up the modeling process, but also to, during the next month, test animation and rigging processes, which should allow us to overhaul our animation system fairly quickly. However, this will probably not be a next month thing, it's probably gonna be a little further down the line. In the lore aspect, we have changed Europica's name to Atlantica instead. This was not a random decision, and it's not a random choice to call it Atlantica either. And the new name, Atlantica, wasn't chosen at random. This was originally thought out to be the original name for Europica before it was known as Europica. However, as said, due to some lore related reasons, we have changed this. Now there are no changes to where the game is set, it is only the name, and we also have the addition of Inconel Islands being renamed to Aurelian Isles, and that area also being one city called Aurelia City. So these things are not going to affect too much, but it is a change worth mentioning. Now, this has pretty much been it for this month. While it does not appear to be a whole lot, there's been some big changes in behind the scenes in how the story and how the world is gonna be made, and we feel like we have a very laser clear focus of where we are going with this. So a lot of stuff has been going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about, and a lot of work has been put into the detective systems, the functionality of these, to be as modular but also user friendly for us to work with as possible. So while it may not look like much right now, it is definitely a pretty huge milestone, and from next month will only become more, as next month's focus is to flesh out these detective systems, adding new parts to it with new types of evidence, new types of systems, and also integrating more gameplay with it. But with that said, that pretty much concludes this video. It was a bit shorter than they usually are, but thank you for watching, and yeah, hope to see you next time. So stay safe out there, and yeah, see ya.